The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
I was checking out this article and it was about a chick who, again, it was one of those probably women hating men opportunities where they write the story.
God, yes.
Oh, Amy, look at you. Yes, turning your head.
This is how you decide to frame it, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's pretend that didn't
Framing's the big thing. Framing's the big thing.
Framing
That's where you
yourself.
sit. That's it. So it's to do with who controls the air conditioning at your business and or home.
You're leaning on your cough
Stop
button
leaning.
again.
You're muting yourself.
I was swearing, actually, Ross. That's what I was doing.
Very likely.
Which is a big deal in a lot of workplaces, in particular. We'll start with the workplaces. So this chick was saying that when she goes to work, it's absolutely freezing. There's a lot of the women who line up to go into the kitchen to fill up a hot water bottle and or a thermos where they can wrap their hands around while they're at their stations doing their work.
Or they have their little space heaters that are just underneath their desk, just putting warm air on their feet to warm themselves up.
Is this, you think they've lost the battle for changing the aircon, or they just don't want to ask to change it? Or
no, there's a feminist reason, isn't there, Shaun?
There is a feminist reason, and this does make sense, Nat, and I don't agree with this, Nat.
Okay.
In that...
Why don't you tell everybody what it is?
Okay. The standard office temperatures were set according to a formula developed in the 1960s. It was by an American dude who decided that they would get a whole lot of people in a room, and those people were just men.
Because
so they got
of course
40-year-old
only
guys.
men worked in offices, or in fact, only men. It was only the men who worked in offices whose opinions counted at the time.
Yeah, so they got a whole heap of 40-year-old men, and they all
The women were too busy typing.
Or making dinner. Washing the clothes by hitting them on a stone down by the river, you know? And they took these dudes in there, but they weren't big guys. They were all like 70 kilos, 75 kegs, and they were all at the same age, and they then came up with, the perfect formula
for
is
them
to have the air conditioning
at this temperature.
Yeah. And it turns out that the metabolic rate of women is 32% lower than men.
So they feel the cold more.
Yes. So this study is completely outdated, but most workplaces have still gone on the fact that this was done and this is what it should be.
It's the standard that was set, but it doesn't reflect today's society.
No,
it is such a battle. Like, I mean, you feel it a lot. You're the exception to that rule because you are the wussiest when it comes to the temperature in the studio. And to be fair, the temperature in here is very chilly. Like it is brisk.
Can I just say again, it's how you frame it. I think I'm going pretty tough to be able to get through it.
Sit through it.
You have a blanket on your knee.
That's the thing.
You have a blanket on your knee. That's not a crocheted blanket. That's not being tough. That's relying on a crocheted blanket to stay
colourful,
to stay warm. But although
blanket.
at the moment I'm like you're in a t-shirt and I'm wearing a jacket. So so you're not feeling the cold today? Because I think it is a little brisk. My feet are cold today.
When I first started working at this place, there was years of hating it, and it wasn't just because of the work and working with Nathan and Nat Ross. It wasn't just that.
There was other reasons. And one of them is because you could come in here in summer, right? So you're outside, it's 40 kegs, and you walk in with your boardies and thongs. That's my standard work issue outfit for summer.
Yeah, of course.
And I'd have to put a jumper on and all the blanket, the frizz knitted me all back in the day to get through.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Come out. Well, I worked at another radio station, and there was a very well-known radio presenter that he or she would come to town, and they had it was a very cold air conditioning, something like 20 or 21 degrees, that our studios had to be set for them. And despite what anyone else
he said, he said that when he's in town, that air conditioning must be at this temperature, regardless of what everybody else in the building wanted.
It was the studio I was using as well, actually. The techs had to make sure that the studio was at that temperature.
That was decreed by him everywhere he went.
Yes, correct. So
him.
That person, him or her, was in control of that air conditioning nationwide.
What about at your household? In my household...
I live alone, Shaun.
wife,
I get to do whatever I want.
What about Lewis?
Her temperature changes at the drop of a hat. She's boiling hot one second.
Get her on the gel, mate. Get her on the gel. It'll change her life.
And I'm just losing my mind.
So what do you normally set it on at home?
Oh, I'm a tight ass, so when it comes to the summer thing, I try to set... Is it the 24 degrees that I go for?
I think
everyone chucks it down. And then in winter...
I go 22.
I like it to be a bit colder, so you get your doona around you, and then sometimes it's just hot. It's just
I go 22 summer, 24 winter. But my house is cold, so I put it on 24. It's not 24. I still have to have a blanket on my lap. But I live alone, so I don't have to fight with anybody.
In the workplace. You sometimes get in the mirror and just have a go at yourself?
No.
What are you doing? Because you don't have to fight with anyone.
13, 24, 10, we want to know, is there a battle over the temperature, whether it's at home or at the office? I'm just going to...
Yeah, keep moving.
Are you waging a battle to control the temperature? Helen's in Alkimos. Good morning, Helen.
Good morning. When I heard the shout out for this call, I thought, oh my God, this is my life.
Talk to us, Helen.
Okay, what's going on, Helen?
It's just me and my hubby. We do not agree on the heating in our house. So this morning I woke up to the heating being on, and I was like, I walked past and he goes, you just turn the heating off. And I went, yeah. I'm like, it's not even cold. Like, put the heating on. And I come home from work and I open the door and I'm like, whoa, it's an oven in here. I go straight over. I turn it off. Like, every day we cannot agree. So I just sneakily walk past, push the button off, and I'm like,
Helen.
No, so my hubby likes a hot house.
Yes.
I do not. Nothing worse than walking into a house that feels like an oven.
Yeah.
You know what you should do? You should get one of those little saunas, the little one-man saunas, and just put it in the backyard, and he can just sit there, and you can have the rest of the house.
Yes, definitely agree.
But you're still together, which is nice.
We are definitely still together, but the constant battle is the heating in the house.
Yeah, what about in summer when it comes to the aircon, Helen? Is there a battle over that as well, about how cool it gets?
Not really. I don't feel like we really use, because we live not far from the beach. We get a nice sea breeze, and we just got a pool put in. So I feel like it's not the aircon.
No, it's the heating.
The heating. The house always being an oven.
All right. Well, good luck with that. Something tells me it's not going to change anytime soon. Michelle's in Stirling. Hi, Michelle.
Good morning.
Hey, Michelle.
Is this battle reality for you?
My daughter attends a private school, and the teachers control the heating in her school, and obviously in the formal uniform, short skirt, and obviously the blouse, it's freezing. So we've come up with a really wonderful strategy.
Okay.
You can purchase these heat pads. They're period pads. That you use you have your period. I've bought her a 10-pack. So on a freezing morning, she'll put one on her stomach, one on her bum, one under each of her feet, and it keeps her warm for 8 hours of the day.
Oh, my God, Michelle.
Amazing. So they're meant for pain relief, but they're actually just keeping her warm.
And we opened one the other night. We thought, what's in this heat pack? Because it literally stays hot all day. And they're like volcanic rocks. They're incredible.
Wow.
Like, they're so worth. So if you're struggling with that in your office, go pick up a 10-pack Chemist Warehouse. They're amazing.
But what a high amount of effort to go through to stay warm. Just have 8, plutonium rocks on.
Yeah.
But it works. So
it works. Whatever works. There you go.
Couple on your feet.
I know, right?
The
maxis on your feet.
When you go skiing, you have the
pocket warmers. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Yeah.
Well done.
Nice. All right, thanks, Michelle.
Crafty.
Super tip there. Chemist Warehouse, get on board. Liz is in Mozzie Park. Morning, Liz.
Good morning.
Morning.
My battle,
Something tells me
it is work. Oh, girls versus boys. The girls want it cold, summer and winter. The boys are always wanting it hot. And I argue with them that they can put clothes on to get warm. We can't take clothes off. The other week it was so stuffy, and I thought, I'm just going to sneak out the back and turn the heat off. They're not going to know it.
Yes.
But what I didn't realise, when I turned the heater off, the air conditioning made this massive clunking sound. So when I walked back out, they all turned around and looked at me.
Caught out.
Like, we know what you've done.
I got caught red-handed, I thought I was being very stealth-like, but I wasn't.
Okay, so the boys don't like the cold in your house. That's the opposite.
Like the cold.
Does it work? Yeah.
Yeah, at work. They want the heaters on in winter and they don't want the air conditioners on in summer, and it's awful.
And how much of your work day is spent arguing about it, or being concerned about it, or
quite a bit. It's just, we just go and someone hits it. Oh, I didn't change temperature. No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. So we all
the
know
emails go round.
Up and down, up and down, up and down. Yeah.
Oh, it's a battle here. It's amazing
a battle.
that we can come in the studio. This can be different temperatures all the time.
Sure, it's normally errs on the cool side in the studio, but the rest of the building not so much. It changes around a bit there.
Is that a reason?
Like, are they preserving something in here because of all the electrics or something? I don't know.
If
Ross?
you're colder, you're supposed to be more awake.
I don't know. There's a lot of expensive stuff here, but I don't know if they care, if the electronics care about how hot or cold it is.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
It's time to celebrate.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Front page of the West Australian today.
Great picture as well.
Not every day you make the front page. Who is it, Ross?
It is for 103rd birthday, Nat.
Marie Sakalo.
Yeah, so she lives in Mount Lawley and she's turned 103. And there's an article, can I say there's an article coming out that you wrote about it?
Okay, so this inspired my STM column for this week, which was just submitted last night. So you can read that on Sunday in the Sunday Times. Because of course, whenever somebody turns a ripe old age like this, they ask them what the secrets to a long life are.
Yeah, and her answers were, firstly, she's got beautiful skin, and she says the key is to always moisturise twice a day, hinting that Olay night cream works wonders.
Does she do her elbows like all the women in this office place?
That's
I always find that weird, but...
No, you want your elbows. You don't want your elbows to be older than your face, Shaun. Famously.
Okay. Doesn't mention elbows. She also said no marriage also seems to do the trick.
But
to
she was married.
She was married.
Yeah.
But she would have been dead if she had stayed married. Is what she's getting at.
Again, doesn't say that in the article. She does say the usual stuff. Loves her family, looking after other people.
And she said being proactive about your health. So common sense.
Yeah,
which is really disappointing.
Fish and chips on Fridays.
That's
the
her
Swan
favourite
River.
meal at the so in the home that she lives in, she loves fish and chip Friday.
And she enjoys a coffee.
Yeah, and one of my favourite quotes is, and just imagine you're a Fremantle Dockers player right now and you read this. She's a diehard Dockers supporter and said, this year they'll take home the flag.
God.
She wants to see it in her lifetime.
Well, she's running out of time, so we need to get onto this.
She might live to 120, you don't know.
Yeah.
She's in very good nick.
She is in good nick, yeah.
So last night I did some research about how to live longer, Shaun.
Yes.
What do you think the answers are?
Well, science is changing all the time, Nat, so there's a lot of things that you can chuck into your body to make you live longer.
Yeah, no,
but
it's
if
more
you're going on a
basic than that.
simple sense, probably being single.
Yeah, well, for women, they reckon. I think men do live longer when they're married.
Women do live longer.
Why
that's
is that?
Women do live longer.
So
You've got everything.
If you are an inactive person and you're over the age of 40, if you're in the lowest, this doesn't apply to you, this won't help you, but this is a cheat code that I found if you're somebody who's just spent your whole life on the couch. If you're in the lowest 25% for activity, increasing your activity by doing an hour, going for a walk a day, an hour's walk will add 6 hours to your life.
Yeah, every time you do an hour.
Every now you do,
you're banking 6 hours of
That's
life.
right. So get this. If you do 4 hours of walking a day, you're adding a day every day, which means you will live forever. Quick maths!
Where are you, Ross?
2 + 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3.
The one and only.
Quick maths!
That is good. I feel like that could be flawed, that argument, but...
A lot of it's to do with bone density too. So if you stay in the gym and do squats and stuff like that, so you won't fall down the stairs and, fall over, unless you're drunk like Natalie does on a regular occasion.
Well, you say that, Shaun. You say that, Shaun, right? But I looked into drinking because they do say, limiting your drinking. The Queen Mother lived till she was 101. Here is her daily routine. Before lunch, she would have a gin and Dubonnet cocktail. Now, Dubonnet is a fortified wine. So it was 2 parts Dubonnet to 1 part gin. So she's having 3 shots, essentially.
AM cocktail.
This is before lunch.
Good for digestion, they reckon.
Before lunch. Then with lunch, she would have red wine. And then she would just hang out until 6 p.m. when she would have a martini. And then with dinner, she drank champagne. Every day.
That is...
Every day. And live to 101.
But some people have got the constitution, haven't they?
I mean, imagine if she didn't do that. She would have lived till she was 130. I mean, of course, being royal and having, servants do everything for you and, the very best of healthcare may have factored into it.
Yeah.
But that is, and the Royal Insiders described her drinking as steady but not excessive. It's like, what's excessive then?
But imagine the quality of alcohol she's drinking.
That's true. That's true.
My God.
Yeah. So maybe that is the secret. That and walking 4 hours a day, we're sorted.
We're done. Yeah. We're done.
Yep, we found
Stick
the
around.
secret to longevity.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
It's Nathan and Shaun's Book Week. For the Y. Invest in your child's future with the Y School Ready program, helping children under 5 flourish with literacy and language.
Search the YWA Early Learning.
Look, I'm going to put it out there. Book Week is our favourite event of the year. This year, we're heading back to school again. We're going to Brentwood Primary School to do our whole show live for that morning on Friday, August the 22nd. That is thanks to our incredible friends at The Y who've supported us once again.
Absolutely. Now, we did things a little bit differently this year. We've announced our very own book to be a part of Book Week.
It is called What If We Wrote a Book? And here's the premise. It's each of us, Nathan, Nat and Shaun, and we are each pitching our ideas of what we should write a book about. And then at the end, we go, oh, look, we've already done it.
Full-on story.
Full-on story. It's pretty, the plot twist, incredible. And so far, the only reviewer is Sean McManus, who read it and went, this is actually really good. And we thought, what about an actual child? Would actual children read it? We've done no market research, so we sent Ross home with a copy of it yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. You will be able to win these books as well and then buy them for telethon.
That's right.
So we got an early copy of the book. The audience was Ollie, 5, Archie, 2. We read it, and this was... I peppered them with some questions afterwards, and this is what they thought of your book. What'd you think of the book?
I liked it when he tried to mark it.
When he tried to mark it in Sean's football story?
When he jumped on someone's back.
What did you think of Nat's dog story?
Good.
Good. What did you think of Nathan's vampire story?
Good.
Archie, what did you think of the book? Do you like Nathan, Nat, or Sean?
Sean.
All right, you have to rate the book out of 5. 1 being really bad, 5 being really good. 1 to 5, what do you think?
1.
1? That 1's really bad.
Okay, 5.
Good job.
Thank God.
5.
That was like a boomer doing Yelp reviews.
But actually, Archie, 2-year-old, he kept saying to me after I read this book, he said this.
Football. Where's football?
You want me to do the football story?
Yeah.
So it was a little...
Sean.
They love the football. All of it was great, but yeah, because, I mean, the audience you had, they're Dockers fans. So
that's right. So there is something for everybody. This is the thing. So if you've got a little footy fan in your family, this is for them. If there's a dog fan, something.
Yeah.
And if there's a vampire fan,
Yeah, absolutely.
keep an eye on them. But also there's something for them.
but just remember...
But also it's just a really cute story.
Final word from Arch. Do you like Nathan, Nat, or Sean?
Sean.
Oh,
there you go. You got to
say, I'm going to buy him something, don't I?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, get him a slab or something. I don't know.
It'd be one of those things where Ross goes, you got to pay for his school fees for the next 10 years.
Yeah, they're expensive too. So,
well, you heard it first, everybody. 1 or 5 stars.
Yes. Yeah,
It is going to be on sale by the Telethon website. Not yet, though. We're just whipping you up into a frenzy first. It will go on sale on Friday, August 22nd. So that's that day that we're at Brentwood Primary School. We will give you opportunities to win copies as well. But all the proceeds, when we sell it, are all going to Telethon.
Yeah.
This is our bit of doing stuff to help kids here in WA.
Look, that's all fine and good, but what happens when you make a poultice?
Yeah, I know.
I'll be like, no, I won't. For the kids.
Sean was spewing.
God bless. What about my school fees?
You've only got 2 kids left at school.
Oh,
Sean,
my
you'll be
God,
right.
still killing me.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.